Hi, I'm Stuart Beardsworth and I'm the Enterprise Coordinator for Warrington in Cheshire. Yeah, I have a varied background. Initially, I served in the Royal Air Force for a number of years, and then I went into health club management, and then I've worked in special education for the last nearly 20 years before becoming an Enterprise Coordinator. Yeah, I think the first thing you need to do is identify which year groups you're actually going to send this out to. Some schools have done year 7, 9, 11 and 13. Others have done whole year groups. It depends what time you have available. What I'd suggest you do is to identify which year groups you're going to send this out to. I would suggest 1 year group minimum, but some schools do send it out to year 7, 9, 11 and 13. And others do all year groups, but it's entirely up to you how you do that. I think what's really important is the planning and preparation. What I would do is really to set a time and put it in the timetable and identify which lessons you're actually going to carry this speech skills questionnaire out. Some people do it in the personal development lessons, some do it in PSHE, and some others do it in the form time. So again, but it's clear you've got to get that identified, because if it's not in the timetable, it doesn't happen. Yeah, to successfully send out the future skills questionnaire, it's important that all the emails of the pupils are actually on the management information system. It's really worth talking to your IT manager just to double check that them emails are there on the system. If you want to send it out direct through the system, what I would suggest you do is speak to your IT manager and make sure that the emails are whitelisted for the Careers Enterprise company email, because that could pose a problem. Once you send them out, it may block it, which will prevent them from completing the future skills questionnaire. I think it's a really good idea to inform parents and carers. There is some useful templates on the CC website to actually send out. You can send it through email or text, or through whichever system you use within school. I would recommend pupils to obviously carry it out in the timetable session that's been planned, and also make sure that the PowerPoint presentation, which is 5 slides, very informative to support the actual tutor leading the session. It'll just give the idea to the pupils about actually what it's about, why they're doing it, and also make sure that the links are sent out to the pupils 24 hours prior, because sometimes you can resolve any technical issues as well, so that's quite an important point. I think it's really useful to actually look at the different reports. There is a summary report, a detailed report, and also a SEND report. The summary report is really beneficial. You can see an overall view, and you can also filter this information, and it really highlights the positive answers and also some areas of development which you can really pinpoint in different areas. One other suggestion would be to share your information anonymised to your enterprise coordinator, because during your planning meetings on the final compass review, it's really useful to identify any gaps and also areas of success which you can celebrate at the end of the year with head teachers, parents and other stakeholders. Yeah, I think there's a couple of points there. It really has helped to support the planning and identify any gaps within the careers provision, and kind of give some evidence, real data to support the conversations with SLT and head teachers. So it's provided a little bit of space within the curriculum, which is a real positive going forward. And also kind of it helps measure progress over time, for either individual pupils or the overall careers programme. So yeah, there's been a few benefits highlighted from my careers leaders.